and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
All right, so we are all back in the office.
Right.
And even almost unpacked.
So, so for those who don't know, while we were in Cabo, our office
is that how we have to say it now? So
yes.
We have to have a dramatic pause.
Sí.
While we were in.
Sí, también.
Dramatic pause.
Yes.
And then
Cabo.
And then you've got to change your voice. Now, why is it okay for you to change your voice and it's not okay for me to change my voice?
Because it's not degrading and making fun.
But kind of a little bit.
No.
Who are you mocking? Who are you mimicking?
I'm not mocking anybody.
Okay, who are you mimicking?
I'm just saying Cabo. It's
Called
a dramatic pause. It's
the dramatic pause is before.
To attract attention and or hot blondes. Tall, please.
What's wrong with me?
What?
What's wrong with me? Why you got to do that? Why you got to do that?
It's not about you.
Do that?
You're already taken. It's not about you.
I know, but you have to put such emphasis. Tall, blonde, as you sit there and look at short, dark-haired girl.
Time to give everybody our phone number, at least my phone number, 855-FANBRAG. Call me.
Yes, call him because he needs somebody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go ahead. While we were in Cabo, our office was being painted and put new carpet in. So we came back yesterday and we're unpacking. So we're going to decorate. We're going to do some decorating. So I went to that.
I don't think I like that word.
No. So I went to the Big Ugly Store.
What?
The Big Ugly Store.
What are you talking about?
That eyesore. They call IKEA.
Oh, IKEA.
The eyesore.
I love that store. It's so beautiful.
Right.
Blue
and
yellow.
big, and you can see it from the moon.
Right.
Well, I went there. I had no problems finding it.
You went without me and Charlie?
Well, I had to. Because, it's very rare that I'm all by myself.
All by herself.
The carpooling, and we're always around people. I even vacation with a group, which was super uber fun.
It really was.
But I was all by myself.
Cabo.
And
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Every time, really. Shoot! I bought these things.
You bought things?
I bought things. I got IKEA. I got IKEA.
You got IKEA?
I got IKEA.
Is that furniture store still next door? You know the one, what's it called? I coulda?
Oh, wow.
I used to.
Wow. The
wow.
little teeny wow sign.
I used to.
The little teeny tiny wow sign. I didn't go there. Well, the last time I went to IKEA is when I bought the microwave steam cover. Do you remember the thing that sits in my microwave?
I do remember.
The one that actually is supposed to be stored in the microwave.
Caused division in your family only to find out it was you leaving it out.
One time.
Mm-hmm.
One time. Everybody would leave it on the counter. I thought it was brilliant. It would live in the microwave, but it ended up living on the counter. So yesterday I bought straws.
What? Straws?
Straws.
Like for straws for drinks and things?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who buys straws? Don't you just go over to Starbucks or McDonald's and just what are you doing? I'm just I'm taking straws.
I used to know somebody who used to do that with the sweet and low packets at the restaurants.
Really?
Do you know you can buy those for like $2 at the grocery store?
$2, really?
Yeah, for a whole box.
Wow.
So stop stealing the sweet and low packets from the grocery store and the straws. No, these straws are special. As all straws should be, right?
These straws don't suck?
Actually, this is what makes them so brilliant. They're huge. They are, so I've been making these smoothies.
Size does matter, doesn't it?
So I've been making these smoothies, and they're these green smoothies, and you put salad in your smoothie, like cucumber and celery and lettuce.
No, don't.
And sometimes there's some chunks. There's chunks of celery and ginger root.
Stop right there, because I am going to lose my breakfast, and I haven't even had it yet.
These are perfect. These were perfect. So my son is the one that always gives me a hard time. Mommy, did you need the straws? No, but they were perfect and cute, and they're big, and they're perfect for the smoothies.
Yeah, I kid.
So last night, though, yesterday, he had his last orthodontic tightening.
Hey, congratulations.
I know, so he's almost ready to get his braces off. So he couldn't eat dinner. because you know you can't chew when that happens. They tighten your teeth, and it's painful. So I made him a smoothie, banana and mango and strawberry.
With a big-ass straw that it...
He said it was okay that I got IKEA'd.
I want to go to Philadelphia.
Philadelphia?
Yep.
You don't want to go to Dramatic Pause?
Cabo. No. I want to go to... I mean, yes, but I want to go to Philadelphia. Because in Philadelphia, the folks who make Pabst Blue Ribbon beer...
Are they going to change the color of the ribbon?
No.
To pink? Orange. Actually, orange is the new
It's not
pink.
the same. Stick with me, lady. PBR now has a burger. A burger. Includes fried chicken and a PBR-filled wonton on the burger. That's right. Burger, cheese, lettuce, condiments, all the pickles and all the fixings, whatever, and a beer-filled wonton. Can we go? Can we go? Please, can we go?
I think you should go.
I think we should, too.
No, I think you should.
No,
Absolutely, you should. No, you should do that. You should.
You speak French, say oui.
All the way home.
Je suis un musicien. All right. Hey, we got a great show for you today. We don't want you to do anything except turn up the volume because we really are here to get serious and have a great time educating you on nothing but the best in business. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part, no more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
The Highlands Ranch Chamber is hosting Winnapalooza on Thursday, May 8th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the South Ridge Rec Center in Highlands Ranch. Come and network with some of the most vibrant business leaders in our community. Admission is $5 at the door, and prizes will be given away throughout the event. The grand prize is one lucky guest will win a trip to New York City, compliments of Highlands Ranch Travel. Contact the Chamber for questions about Winnapalooza by calling 303-791-3500. 303-791-3500.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT.
Okay. I want to get another pair of headphones if you needed one.
On Denver radio, Rocky
I
Mountain.
did not see his.
Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right, Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, this is Bob Berg, co-author of The Go-Giver. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Do you love a good book?
I do love a good book.
No, I do too, and I am actually particularly fond. I mean, we read business books all day long, but I'm particularly fond of novels. And my favorite author is James Patterson, and as I like to call him, Jim, came out with a new novel. But the reason I like him so much is that he catches my attention, boom, right off the bat. If you don't win me over in the first 10 pages, I will not read your book.
Well, here's where it's going to get even tougher, because these days around 30%, so a third of the books being purchased now, are ebooks. You don't have 10 pages anymore to capture people. So if you want to join the ranks of being a successfully published author, you have to think about ebooks, you have to think about electronic, and because anything can be published these days, you got to do more than just put out a good book. So we brought in an expert. Our guest is Marshall Chamberlain. He actually says that he is kind of a Renaissance man, but he's going to talk to us about some characteristics that you need to make sure that you publish not just a good book, but a really good book. Marshall, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hi, Angel. Hi, Eric.
Marshall, very nice to have you along with us. So what is it about? I mean, we've seen the paper version of books move into not be completely abandoned yet, but move into this digital age. Does it take more from the authors of these books in order to nail down the reader's attention?
No, I don't think so. I think the formulas, the successful formulas, especially with thriller writers like myself, it's pretty cut and dry. There's just some things you have to do, and if you don't do them, you're dead meat. You can't write a good book.
All right, well, let's talk about what are some of those things that you just have to do, because we don't want to be dead meat.
My biggest guideline is that every chapter, every scene, the whole book has to run like a raging river, so that people have a very difficult time putting the book down. That's just a keynote. And again, you have to do it in practically every chapter, every scene. You got to start your scenes crisp and clear and short. You've got to engage the senses. You want to make sure that you tickle the reader's emotions so that they can feel the characters' personalities as the characters are confronting the life challenges in the book. Another thing, key is to make sure that you go through your book and show people, show your readers, don't tell them. It's very, very, very critical.
You know, Marshall, you are very accomplished at this, and I gotta be honest with you. We just got back from a vacation in Cabo, and I took one book and only one book with me. And it is The Ice Cap and the Rift, which is soon to be out, but I got the pre version of it. Brother, I want the whole series.
Oh, thanks a lot, Eric. I appreciate that.
But here's the thing: we're talking about you got to capture the attention. You got to make sure that you connect with it. Characters need to speak to you, right? I couldn't put the thing down. I literally I couldn't stop reading, and I think that you capture that. How do we tell our listeners to nail that down? Can you help guide some authors out there?
Maybe a keynote is to make sure that anytime you're describing something, it's crisp, clear, and short, and that keeps the reader's attention. The readers aren't dumb. their minds work overtime when they're reading a book, and they visualize very, very quickly.
Two out of three is not bad, though, is it, Marshall?
Yeah.
We can be crisp and clear, but I have a hard time with the brevity side of it.
Well, that's my way of writing anyway. I try to keep it short, crisp, and clear. One of the things that you'll find with good thriller authors, particularly, is if the book starts to slow up at all for you, he or she will kill somebody.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Guiding principle.
I wonder if that works in a business book.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. You have you call it the fifth element that you want to address in your books. Tell our listeners what the fifth element is.
Fifth element. I didn't know we had some elements.
All right. We're reading from the things that your press agent sent to us. So let's go back then to, we've got the good characters. If things get slow, you're going to have to kill somebody off. What else?
How many people did you kill off in your book?
Oh, gosh.
Not many.
Not many?
My books don't slow up.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I do think it could work in business. You're fired.
I don't like to write bloodily, if you will. There's probably 3 or 4 swear words per book. I try to keep things just flowing along without any of that.
Do you always have to kill somebody, or can they just die off?
No, that's sort of a joke. It's meant to make you laugh. I've been told that by several very successful thriller authors.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've got the Touch, the book that is on sale available now, which is the book 1 of the Ancestor series of adventure thrillers by Marshall Chamberlain. It's called The Mountain Place of Knowledge. I can't wait to get my hands on that book. Can I go backwards, Marshall?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, because I got that. I said I got the pre-copy of the Ice Cap and the Rift, which is your second in the series, due out, I believe, in October of this year, right?
Right, October 15th.
I'll tell you what, folks, Marshall Chamberlain, there's a name that you need to know. You need to go find his books, available everywhere that fine books are sold. And Marshall, do you have some contact information in case our listeners say, he sparked an idea and I want to follow up with him?
Oh, definitely, Eric. I appreciate the opportunity. Anybody who's interested in knowing a little bit more about me and my works and what's coming next, in fact, what's coming over the next 4 or 5 years, you can go to my website, marshallchamberlain.com.
marshallchamberlain.com. Marshall, thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
And for keeping Eric entertained on our trip to Cabo.
Phenomenal. I will buy every book that you ever wrote. It's just the way that it is for me.
Thanks.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining us today. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. Business tips and insights. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran. Early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Do you know what your own personal debt ceiling should be? 0! I'm going to surgically remove the word debt from your vocabulary. Sound like fun? Well, it is. It's called The Dave Ramsey Show. Weekdays at noon on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We appreciate you for tuning in today. Time for business tips and insights, and we've got our health tip meister on the line.
Hi, Gunther.
Hi, Eric and Angel. How y'all doing today?
Gunther Mueller with BioT Medical. We're doing fantastic, man. What's our tip for today?
You know, the tip for today is that one of the leading links to heart disease in our culture is not saturated fat and fat, consumption that we've been told for the last 30, 40 years. The real culprit is sugar.
What?
Really?
Does that surprise you at all?
Sweet.
It actually does surprise me because it's not the story that we've been hearing.
Yeah, there's never been a study that has linked increased intake of saturated fat or fats in general to increased rates of heart disease. In fact, it's been shown to be the opposite. And the real culprit is sugar, and as you know, we always discuss hormone balance in relation to testosterone and estrogen, and I'm going to bring insulin into the picture. Because as we eat a high-sugar, high-carbohydrate diet, and we find this very easily, in our environment, highly processed foods, fast foods, you name it, to make it taste good, what happened is when they took the fat out of the food, when you're eating low-fat foods, diet foods, things like that, they had to replace it with something to make it taste good, and that replacement was sugar.
Oh, it was? Hold on, Gunther. I mean, are you saying I can go back to my double-dipped, twice-fried potato chips?
I'm not saying about the potato chips. That's one of those kind of still foods on the
still
red
bad.
list.
Okay, all right.
The fried foods. No fried
I was just looking for a green card, man.
Food. I'm talking about things like, the aversion that we've had to lean meats and things like that, and even thinking that anything that any kind of fat in it was going to cause clogged arteries and cause heart disease. Okay? There's just a big cholesterol myth out there that cholesterol causes heart disease. Really, it's the underlying causes. Stress is one of the hugest causes for heart disease in our culture. culture. And heart disease is important because it's still the #1 killer of both men and women in the United States. And as a society, as a culture, we need to do something about really attacking the root cause of heart disease. So #1, it's stress. It's about getting enough sleep at night. It is about getting your hormones balanced and making sure your testosterone level is an optimal level, because there are more testosterone receptors in the heart tissue than anywhere else in the body. But now sugar is this culprit because it's so available in our diet that we're spiking our insulin levels. And when we spike our insulin levels, the body has to take that sugar and put it into what? Fat cells. This is why we're seeing an obesity epidemic in our culture. Okay, we're way past 30% obese. We're approaching 50% obese in this country, and there's something we can do about that. We need to change our diet. We need to change some lifestyle, some exercise, but not the way we've been told to do it for the last 30, 40 years. It is not a calories in, calories out equation. It's not just about burning more calories than you consume. It's about eating the right calories, meaning protein, and getting more calories actually from good fats, those omega-3s that you always hear about, right? Eating some good salmon, some good fish, things that are good in those fat calories, and really avoiding the cheap sugar products, especially your sodas and things like that, the easy sugar stuff that's just so everywhere in our world.
You know, and it is everywhere in our world, Gunther. I think a lot of times we even think that we're doing something healthy. We're eating yogurt, and then you find out that that yogurt has more grams of sugar in it than a can of soda pop. And so it's really difficult to avoid it, even when you think you are. Does that make sense?
It totally does, but we've been programmed this way for so long. We've been told, eat a low-fat diet, eat a low-fat diet. So everything that we're eating is low-fat is what? High sugar, high carb content. And that's why we're getting fat as a culture, is because the body we lead more sedentary lives. We're not out there working in the farm fields like we used to in the agricultural environment. We're sitting in offices behind computers, playing on iPads, playing video games, things like that. Where we get out, we might exercise for a little while, but the calories that we're taking in are not nutritional calories to our physiology. And if we're not doing that, then we're going to what? We're going to age. We're going to have outcomes. We're going to have achy joints. We're going to have muscle mass that doesn't build anymore because the body is spending so much energy getting rid of this toxic sugar load from our bloodstream.
All right, so you make a lot of sense there, Gunther. The insulin levels controlled by the sugars that we put in. We need to be hormonally balanced. That's where BioT Medical comes in, giving us an optimal level of blood-drawn hormone replacement therapy, right?
You got a mouthful there, Eric. That's a lot.
I know.
Now, what we want to do is we're going to get our blood checked, all right? We want to see where we're at. And it's going really to a different kind of practitioner, somebody that's been trained in hormone optimization. And again, it's not just about jacking your testosterone level up. This is about hormone balance. It's about your vitamin D3, your vitamin B12, your estrogen level, your testosterone, and most importantly, your thyroid levels. There's 52 million Americans walking around out there today that are suffering from hypothyroid symptoms, and they're not getting properly treated. This is huge with our metabolism and how we burn energy and how we stay lean, mean, fighting machines. Okay, we just got to do something different in our physiology to get different results. What's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. We got to do something different.
I love that you bring that something different, helping us live our most optimal life. We don't just want to feel good. We want to feel amazing. We used to. We don't have to live with pain. We don't have to live with suffering. We can be excited and happy and passionate, and that's what we need for all of our listeners. If you're going to run the most optimal business, you have to be the most optimal in your health as well. So make sure you get in touch with Gunther. It is a complicated subject. There's a lot of moving parts to it, but when you break it all down, if you're not feeling great, you need to call Gunther. Gunther, give that contact information.
All right, I can be reached at 303-598-1609. Again, that's 303-598-1609. And we've got great information on BioT Medical's website. That's www.biotmedical.com, biotmedical.com.
Gunther, you're the best. Thanks so much for calling in today.
All right, enjoy the day.
Absolutely. Well, when he started off talking, I thought maybe I would have to say, please pass the notepad because I'm getting hungry. Cardboard because there's no sugar. But really, he makes a great case for you can still eat. You can still have a decent life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But it is frightening because we try to do, and I think this is something, you try to follow the trends, right? And you listen and you pay attention, you're trying to do the right thing, and then you find out years later, well, that wasn't really the case. So you always have to consider the source. Is it because they're trying to sell you a pill, they're trying to sell you a drug, they're trying to sell a product, or are they trying to really help you live that optimal life?
That's what I love about Gunther and BioT Medical, because if you don't need it, you don't need it. But if you do, knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
So, love that. BioT Medical, BIOTE Medical.com. Folks, when we get back, we're going to ask the question: when is the right time to hire a bookkeeper? We've got one in the studio, and that's our first question right off the top of the bat after these messages.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collections that you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame the Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame the Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame the Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame the Art. It matters.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the Gout Killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly, 970-485-5955.
Hey, Denver, this is Dave Ramsey on KLZ. The only way I can help you is for you to call me. Do it today. The Dave Ramsey Show is live from noon to 3 right here on the legendary AM 560 KLZ.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Gosh, we appreciate you for tuning in today. You know, we talk about this all the time. There comes a point in time when you need to stop wearing all the hats and you need to start outsourcing your elements that you really don't thrive at in business.
And we all know what those elements are,
Right.
And for some people, it might be doing their website. It's going to take you hours upon hours to create a new web page.
For me, it's pretty much everything.
There are things, and for many of us, your sweet spot, unless this is your job, it's your finances, it's your accounting, it's your bookkeeping. And if you are spending your late hours, your weekends, when you should be spending your time with your family, maybe out there creating revenue and marketing for your company, you need to hire a bookkeeper, but not just any old bookkeeper.
How about the bookkeeper to the stars?
Philip Aronoff with By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting is here in the studio with us. Good morning, Philip.
Good morning, guys.
Philip, good to have you here, man.
Good to be here.
You know, so many people who have listened to you for more than a year on the broadcast are still trying to figure out bookkeeping. Or are you working with the experienced pros? And the answer is yes. You do it all, man.
Yeah, do both.
You're just a rock star.
Do both.
Hey, when is the right time to hire a bookkeeper?
What time is it?
Attaboy!
What time is it? Right now?
Right now?
Right now. Right now. It really depends where you are in your business. But I would say if you're spending 3, 4, 5 hours a month doing your own bookkeeping, probably a good time to hire a bookkeeper right now.
3, 4 hours a month?
A month, yeah. I mean, if you look at like an attorney who charges anywhere $200 an hour,
yeah.
If he's spending 5 hours a month, it's $1,000 that he's losing out, where maybe he'd only pay me a couple $100. So he's already making money, and now he has time to go out and continue to market and grow his business.
Hello.
All right, and the thing also is Philip, that it might take me 4, 5, 6 hours, something that's going to take you probably only 2 or 3.
Yep, I've been doing this for 33 years, so I hope that I could get it done in 2 or 3.
Yeah, you
5 or
are
6.
the expert. What about, I think a lot of times we forget that as business we are accountable to a little governmental agency.
Yeah, you ever hear that? Knock, knock, knock. I'm from the IRS and I'm here to help.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they would say I'm here to help, but yeah, I mean, a good time would be, I've worked with businesses who get letters regarding sales tax issues. A lot of that happens with a small retail business where they're just doing their business, collecting the money, not really paying attention to what they need to pay to the state agencies. And, you got to pay your sales tax, and the state really doesn't like when you don't pay your sales tax.
No, all right. So if we get any letters of taxes or those kinds of questions, we can just kind of call you and you can help us?
Absolutely. It can help you work through it. We can make a phone call, write a letter to the government agency asking for help, getting it paid, whatever we need to do, getting it filed, getting it done, making sure it's done correctly going forward. That's the big key.
How organized do we have to be to hand that over to you?
Well, you don't have to be organized at all. I think one of the funniest stories I have is from a client of mine receiving this just huge box of paperwork, not organized, just in a box
Like
the whole year.
shoebox, right? Like
No. Big file box.
Big file box.
Big file box.
But just all thrown in there?
Yeah, all
That's
all
totally
thrown in.
exactly how
I was going to say, that's Eric's filing system
That's
right
it.
there. But he actually is a little bit more organized. He sticks his receipts in Ziploc baggies.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Right?
Does that work?
You tell me, brother.
No, that's
Can
actually
you handle somebody like me?
Absolutely. I mean, any way I can get the information, just getting the information is the key, and I'll get it organized and back to you in an order that if you need anything, you can find it.
All right, so Philip, I think that Denver is even though it's a big city, it's a pretty small world, and we're all kind of connected. We all know each other. You are going to be receiving some very confidential information, and I think sometimes we're a little embarrassed.
You might see my dainties.
Or
I don't want to see that. Don't thank you.
What are dainties?
If you don't know, you haven't seen them yet.
Oh, maybe I don't. Do you look at people's dainties?
No.
No, that's not what we're talking about here.
Come on, we give you the money trail to everything in our lives. Tell me you don't see people's dainties.
Okay. Maybe once in a while.
How do you handle it's confidential, I hope.
Well, it's really important that you keep everything confidential. I mean, people know that I work with certain clients, but doing this as long as I have, confidentiality is the key. You don't talk about a client. You don't talk about their business. I mean, it's not unusual if somebody knows I'm working with someone. They may come and ask a question because they're trying to work with that person and they're not getting where they want to get to.
Can you get us in, Philip? I know
Right.
you're the bookkeeper to this star. Can you get me in? Can you get me an appointment? Can you just write me a check?
Right, exactly. And really the answer is yes, I'm their bookkeeper, but you still need to deal with the owner of the company, not me. Confidentiality is the key, and it's what makes me successful is that I don't discuss my clients.
You're not a gossip.
No, not at all. And let's talk a little bit about your success, Philip, because it's been meteoric. I mean, it really has. You, when we came to working together about a year ago, you had just started your bookkeeping business. You've done this before.
Yes.
And so you kind of amped it up a little bit, if you will. And bookkeeping comes from your family.
Yes, my mom started it back in 1982 in California when I was in high school.
Right. So a year later, here you are, and you're just, I mean, every day I talk to you, you say somebody else is jumped in, and somebody else is calling me today to talk about their books and whatnot. You can't even, you're like a superstar. You walk into a business or a networking event, and you come away with 5 more clients. How's that going, man?
It's going great. Really, it would not be where it's at today without the relationship that I have both with Eric, yourself, and Angel. My relationship with the Experience Pros is the key to where my business is going and where it will continue to go.
Well, we appreciate that, and you've been fantastic for our business as well. Who's your ideal client?
That 1 to 5 employees is a great client. I can do a lot to help them. I have a client that has 75 employees, but that 1 to 5, 1 to 10, that's a great client. They're not too big and they're not real small. I can do a lot for them, all different kinds of services. So that's really the perfect client for me.
I know, and you can handle those sales tax issues that I know we have a lot of struggle with as business owners. And when you talked about when you work with retail companies too, Philip, I would think that the cash register would pretty much handle the book, like the money goes in, the money comes out, and we have
that's what we call the POS, right?
We have a record of all of that. Doesn't that kind of solve what we need for bookkeeping?
It will keep track of information, but it's taking that information and reporting it correctly. And you have to report it correctly to the state, because if you don't, then either you're not paying, you could be paying too much.
Mm-hmm.
And
do you find that sometimes people are paying too much?
Sometimes.
You do.
Sometimes they're paying
Usually
too much.
we're just not paying at all.
Or sometimes.
I find it hard to pay attention sometimes. Philip, what about inventory? I mean, do you actually get into the nitty gritty of your client's inventory and help manage an account for that?
Absolutely, because I think one of the biggest problems you get in small retail operations is theft. People taking things. So yeah, we do want to keep track of the inventory. We want to look for huge fluctuations in that. If you're seeing large fluctuations on their financial information, you got to ask those questions. And I spend the time going over that information with my clients, looking at large fluctuations to make sure there isn't anything walking off the shelves.
Is there a certain software that you recommend for people to keep track of, or do they keep it on themselves, or do you keep it for them?
Well, it depends on the business, but I use QuickBooks. That is the software that I use. It does do inventory tracking, so it can keep track of everything coming in, going out. So, and I can help them set that up, depending on the type of operation that it is, and then we can take a look at it however often I go, and make sure everything's being done correctly.
You just take your business and you elevate it. We have a lot of business owners who are solopreneurs. They work at home. They might even still be running their business through their own personal checking account. And so you want to take your business and elevate it to treat it like a true corporation. And because I think sometimes we just think, well, the money comes in, and as long as less money goes out, I'm doing good, right?
Well, it's very funny. I think nowadays there are a lot of small businesses that run their business by what's in their bank account. And although you may have money in your bank, you may not be profitable. And if you're not looking at those numbers, you don't know if you're making money or not.
I would love to be profitable with no money in my bank.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think you're working on that one.
Yeah.
All right, bookkeeper to the stars, Philip Aronoff with By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. You can find him online at bythenumbersbanda.com. That's bythenumbersbanda.com. And Philip, what is the phone number?
You guys can reach me at 720-837-0860.
Love it. Philip, thank you so much for being here. We so appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to talk about what your customer needs. That's right, what your customer needs here on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Life Warrior Coaching is the future of fitness training. It's a health program built around happiness and play. Rather than try to lose weight, let the weight come off naturally through doing things you enjoy. Learn the science of happiness and how to apply it. Learn to play again like when you were a kid, before you were taught that life was serious and exercise was no fun. Try it out now for $29.99. Call today, 303-562-8798, or visit lifewarriorcoaching.com. And remember, be happy and play.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 1000-20432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The Laura Ingram Show, weekday mornings at 8 on the Colorado Conservative, KLZ 560.
Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. The title of this song is What You Need, and here's the reality. We often get into business and we think about what we want out of this whole deal. We want more transactions, right? We hang a shingle, we open the door and say, next.
Well, if you build it, they will come. Isn't that correct? I don't need to do any marketing and tell people that I'm here. Word of mouth, that'll just travel as quickly as I need it to be.
Yeah, folks, we're a company built on isms and offices. You know those, angelosophies and Eric-isms. And here's the truth. It doesn't matter what business you're in the customer service business. You need to know what your customer needs, not what your selling or pushing.
Absolutely. And what they need, first of all, is your attention.
Right.
They need to know that you care, that they are even in your radar. At the moment they feel ignored, the moment they feel as if they're just a number, they're going to go elsewhere.
It's so true, and like any relationship, they need to feel that attention from you. One of the ways that we learned early on in our consulting practice that really made all the difference in the world was we learned the fine art of listening.
Absolutely.
Right. We came in once, and I think I've healed enough years have gone by.
Has enough time gone by?
Maybe. We'll
was
see.
a pretty tough lesson.
If I break, oh gosh, if I break down in the middle of this, somebody save me. But we went into a potential client. And
did not get the client.
No, we did not. But we went in and
we knew exactly what they needed.
They absolutely, we knew what they needed because it was what we were selling, right? And they put us in the waiting room for a long time, and then we moved into the boardroom, and the gentleman who was running the interview, if you will, sat down, and I stayed standing, and I talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and threw in a little magic trick, and he stood up, shook his hand, shook my hand, shook your hand,
and said, "Thank you for your time."
Pointed us to the elevator.
Oh God, that was a tough day.
It was horrible.
That was a tough day.
We didn't listen at all.
We didn't listen. We didn't ask any questions. We were there. We had an agenda. And how often does that happen? Honestly, you call up. You're picking up the phone. The reason the phone weighs 100 pounds is because you have an agenda. You have something to sell. You have a transaction that you want to create on a timeline that is only yours. And I often tell people when we work with them, sometimes some time passes.
Right.
And I say when the timing is right, the timing is perfect.
Absolutely.
Now, we don't want to fall into the lie and the myth that I can wait and put off and that there will always be time because opportunity passes you by.
Absolutely.
It passes you by every single day. But the point is the timing has to be a win-win for everybody.
And if you're all about a one-directional conversation and selling, we've got 2 words for you. If you'd like to take notes, you certainly should. Stop it.
You need to write that down.
You might.
Because, that's 2 words.
Stop it.
And if you don't stop it, I'm going to have to make that 7 words.
Right. No, it's 10 words.
Oh, is it?
We're drawing upon a Bob Newhart little skit with Stop It or I'll Bury You Alive in a Box. Here's the next thing that your customers need, and pay attention because you might miss this. Your customers need affection.
Affection? No, they don't, Eric.
No, they do.
No, our customers do not need affection.
Baby doll, wherever you are,
no.
You know. I got what you need.
Nay.
I'm not talking about
from the
that
tall
kind
blonde.
of affection. I'm not talking about that kind of affection. You don't have to go there.
Yeah, we want to feel safe. We want to feel happy. We want to feel nurtured,
feel loved,
celebrated.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So here's how we do it in our office.
No, you need to just chill out there a little bit, mister. He comes in the office, he closes the door. We don't want to know what you do in your office.
We put up a sign. My gosh.
Do not disturb Eric.
Oh, no, you're embarrassing me. It's not the sign. We put up a sign at the very front door. You walk into the Experience Pros World Headquarters, and what does it say? Welcome, Philip.
We celebrate you.
We celebrate you.
We celebrate you. In fact, we're having name tags made.
Yeah.
For our events, because at our events we have our members and then we have guests that come in and check us out, and but on the name tags they're going to say, "Welcome, we celebrate you."
That's what they want. That's the kind of affection we want to know, that we matter to you. What relationship? Show me any. Remember, here's another ismosophy, right? It doesn't matter what business you're in. You're the relationship business. So what kind of relationship? Name one. Where you can sit there and say, you know what, I'll tell you once I love you, and the next time if I change it, I'll let you know. No! You got to tell your spouse, your significant other, I care about you, I love you, and you got to.
And you have to show it.
And you got to show it.
You have to show it.
Just speak louder than words. That's what Dad
words
said.
get to be pretty empty, get to be pretty trite. Even when we train our staff to to say phrases, it was my pleasure, and those kinds of things.
Yep.
The words are only beneficial if you can show that to them as well.
You think of anybody who comes into like a fast food place or anything like that. If the person behind the counter sits there and says, "It's my pleasure to serve you. Thank you so much for coming. How can I help you?"
Yeah, they're looking you in the eye. They're
Feel loved. You
present.
look
Yeah.
Or
It's my pleasure to serve you. What can I get you today?
what do you want? Yeah.
I mean,
right?
I can say the words, but if the meaning isn't truly there, and if you aren't trying to serve people, if you aren't there to celebrate, and here's how you know, here's a litmus test. So often, and we see this all the time, we treat the customer as they're the enemy. They're going to shoplift from me.
You bet.
They're going to take advantage of me. They're going to come in and use that Groupon that I put out as my own marketing.
Right.
But shame on the customer for wanting to use it.
Yes.
We treat them as if they're doing something bad. They're an interruption. They're a distraction from my true job. We need to pause and realize without business and without customers, you don't have a business.
You got an expensive hobby.
Hobby. And your bookkeeper should tell you that.
That's the truth. Hey, here's another thing that your customer needs. They need to be appreciated. And I'm going to go in a different direction here because the first line of customers is your staff. Right? Your first line of customers are the people that work with you, those that are customer forward. And so your staff need to be appreciated, and so do your customers.
But you can't have your staff can't serve your customers if they are not being served.
Right.
It's reciprocal.
We need to appreciate all of them. And by the way, I think that the Experience Pros way is that you don't sit there and just say, I appreciate the new customers, 10% off, 15% off for new customers, and all those people that got you where you are today, the ones who have already given you their money and for your services and whatnot, well, forget about you. No.
I sat down with Heather Goldberg with Stella and Dot on Friday.
Love Heather.
She just renewed. She's a renewing member with the Extreme Customer Service Directory. And for renewing members, we give an upgrade credit to thank them for renewing with us and sticking with us. She was over the top excited. She's like, usually it's always for first customers. New customers always get the deal. But for renewing customers, this was our way of saying thank you. And she went on story after story. And you see it advertised, first-time customer. Where's the love? Where's the loyalty? You want customers. You're mad when they shop around based on price. And yet the only thing you're doing is wooing away somebody else's customer and discouraging loyalty. Well, who do you think? Somebody's always going to be cheaper.
Well, you know what, Heather? Thank you for renewing with us. And that's the Experience Pros way. That's what we do at the Extreme Customer Service Directory, and we got here as soon as we could. The final thing is we need to accept. We need to accept our customers right where they're at. And again, you're in the people business, right? So you have to take people the way that they are. People aren't cookie cutter. They're not. They have real issues, and they have real cool things too, and we got to just take them the way that they are.
Well, if they're not calling you back, chill out. It's okay. They're busy too.
Right.
But we go into this, they're not calling me, and they don't like me, and they don't want me, and blah, blah, blah. Accept them for right where they're at. And remember, when the timing is right, the timing is perfect, your job is to follow up and to stay in front of them, not to chase them and hunt them down. But man, you got all wound up over this one.
I do, because you know something? Without customers, you have
an expensive hobby.
An expensive hobby, and that's all there is to it. Oh, that wraps up our first hour here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. But don't go anywhere, because we got a whole other hour of nothing but the best in business. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, and myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros Radio Show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing this, the most positive business talk show in America. Now we're going to ask you to do something crazy. You know what it is. Give somebody a 20-second kiss. You know you want one. I'm not talking about locking lips. I'm talking about kindness is so simple.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560, the source.
There are a lot of things you can do with a stack of paper. You can make exquisite origami creatures. I know it's radio, but trust me, it's an owl. Beautiful. You can make a paper airplane, aerodynamically perfect, right into a coworker's eye. Oops. Or go for the world's record of most crumpled balls of paper shot into a trash can in 1 minute from 8 feet away. I think the record is 9. Something. What paper shouldn't be used for? Paperwork. I mean, come on. The Department of Labor and Employment now allows employers to file reports, respond to job separations, and pay premiums online. Check it out at coloradotoolkit.com. This message brought to you by the Department of Labor and Employment, the Colorado Broadcasters Association, and this station.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Brad James.
I want to talk to everyone who has firsthand knowledge of what happened that night.
That's South Carolina Republican Trey Gowdy speaking on Fox News. Gowdy, the newly appointed of a House Select Committee to investigate Benghazi, saying he will not stop short of every document on Benghazi so the truth about the attacks can be determined once and for all.
Because you never know which document, it could be the last one you receive, answers your question. So if you want 100% of the truth, then you're going to want 100% of the access to the witnesses and the documents.
Gowdy with reaction to the possibility that Democrats may boycott the process.
Well, I certainly hope the Democrats participate. I continue to think that some things transcend politics, like the murder of our fellow citizens, and whether or not you can trust government. That's not a red or blue issue. That's an American issue.
One Democratic leader now saying they want equal representation on the committee. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to The Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you back with us. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Got a question for you?
I may or may not
Got a question?
have an answer.
I think you should. What do you get when you cross farm implements and waffles?
Farm implements and waffles. Waffles. Like, how do you do that with your face? Waffles. Waffles. What do you do?
I'm invoking Shrek's dog. I'm making waffles.
I am going to guess you have something to do with chicken farm.
No. No.
No, it's not the chicken and waffle thing?
You've got an armed robbery in Norcross, Georgia. That's right. Man in
Armed robbery? Was he armed with a pitchfork?
A pitchfork. He really was. He comes give me your waffles.
Give me your waffles?
Waffles.
He
Give me your waffles.
armed robbery with a pitchfork. For waffles?
No, actually, it was after the cash register, but the guy couldn't open it because he was so threatened by the pitchfork.
What, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't you be? So he gave him waffles and said, I can't get the cash register open. Here's some
Took the whole
waffles.
dang cash register.
Where did waffles come into play? You just made that up.
Waffle
You're hungry.
House.
Oh, it was a Waffle House?
It was a Waffle House.
I probably can't go on record.
Gonna make some money here. Gotta do something. What do I do? I got my pitchfork here. There's Waffle House.
Well, people pay with, small bills, probably lots of them. I mean, those places, oddly enough, are usually pretty crowded. I've been to one once. I renamed it
What?
Awful House.
Oh, the Awful House? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. But, here's the thing is I'm not a smoker, and I think the one I went to smelled like it had been smoked in for 20 years, even though nobody was smoking in it. It just has this...
It's just the fragrance of bacon.
No, nay. I know what bacon smells like, and that's yummy. Waffle House, pitchfork.
Yeah.
All right. So, is this your a subtle attempt to tell me that you're hungry?
I'm starving, actually.
So here's, we went on vacation last week. We went to a resort where we were waited on, catered to, pretty much 24/7, and still Eric would stay. He's sitting on a lounge chair. He's being just catered over and spoiled rotten.
This is my vacation in
Cabo.
Cabo.
Dramatic pause. Change your voice.
Cabo.
Anything he wants at his beck and call, and he's still whining on his lounge chair. I'm hungry.
Well, it kind of was.
Well, you know what? At that point, I made a mental note that the boy is useless.
No, the boy's not useless.
The boy is useless.
Miguel
You
was
cannot be
fantastic.
hungry.
He helped us all
You
the
can't
time.
be sitting there when you've been fed pretty much nonstop, hand to mouth the whole time. I'm hungry. How can you be hungry? How can you still be hungry? All you have to do is say, Miguel, bring me some tacos. And then
And he did.
I know, but you had to first. You would get hungry
You have to
first.
get in touch with your inner self. Don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the problem.
It's just
I just couldn't believe I would hear the words out of you. I'm hungry. Did you have breakfast today?
No.
I brought lunch.
No, what? Oh, no, you did not. No.
We are back. We are back. We are back. We went to Orange Theory yesterday. We got our workout on. And so I've got a nice chocolate-flavored protein shake waiting for you post-show.
It is.
Who loves you, baby? I take good care of you.
It is the chewing I miss the most.
I know, but you'll get over it. How are your pants fitting? Nice, right?
Kind of loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Actually lost 2 pounds over the course of our vacay.
That's because he still didn't eat.
No,
he'd have to actually ask for something. Like, you have to...
Miguel was kind of slow, actually. Actually, we got to go to commercial break, but here's the cool thing. When we get back, we're going to help you with your public speaking. And we brought in the expert. That's right. Angel Tussey is in the house.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
The Highlands Ranch Chamber is hosting Winnapalooza on Thursday, May 8th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the South Ridge Rec Center in Highlands Ranch. Come and network with some of the most vibrant business leaders in our community. Admission is $5 at the door, and prizes will be given away throughout the event. The grand prize is one lucky guest will win a trip to New York City, compliments of Highlands Ranch Travel. Contact the Chamber for questions about Winnapalooza by calling 303-791-3500. 303-791-3500.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Teaching you to live on less than you make, a concept Congress can't grasp. It's the Dave Ramsey Show every day at noon right here on 560 AM KLZ.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. And you know, what do you you're pointing a finger. What are you pointing a finger at?
Do you know what today is?
Carrie
Conley Day.
Carrie Conley Day?
It's Carrie Conley Day. Today is Carrie Conley's birthday. And anybody who knows me and my dear friend Carrie, we like to dance a little bit.
Heck yeah.
We like to do a little dancing.
Right.
And so
you're going to get your dance on later?
This music just reminded me that yes, there will be dancing.
Yes, there will.
When we were in, dramatic pause, change my voice, Cabo, we danced every night.
Really cool.
Every night. And the last night, and we just got lucky the way it was planned this way. They did a beach party. I got to dance.
You got lucky.
On the sand, like on the beach. They had a band, and there was dancing on the sand. You didn't get lucky?
No.
I think isn't there a song?
I don't know. Let's not go there.
I did. There was I did have to make a sacrifice to the ocean.
What?
Because I had bought one of those cute little anklets from the little vendor.
Right.
And I lost it. I'm pretty sure. I have a picture of it when we were dancing on the boat. There was still video or photographic evidence.
Something you're wearing around your neck right now.
Oh, that's my Stella and Dot multi-use. It could be a choker. It can be a wristlet. It can be anything you want. But Heather told me to wear it.
That looks really good. It really does.
Does that look like a little puppy?
It could be a
Does
dog
it look like my dog collar?
It could be a dog collar.
I was gonna put my
Yeah, the dog collar side of it's showing.
I was gonna put my headphone charm on it, but it didn't dangle right.
Well,
and
it's adorable.
Yeah, no, don't let my buckle show.
Sit. Roll over.
Can I speak yet?
All right, let's talk about speaking. As people tend, I just checked my litmus test, my barometer. Charlie's face is red. I think I just knocked one out of the park. Either that, or I will be fired and not have a job tomorrow. Which, in case, if that is the case, if you're tall and blonde and you're hiring, let me know. 855-FAN-BRAG. Public speaking scares the tar
Out of me, yes.
Everybody.
Yes, it does.
You. Not you. You are one of the best public speakers I've ever met. And so I'd like you to give me some
Doesn't mean
tips.
it doesn't still scare the not everybody can be you.
No.
Eric can walk into a room
not have
and say, I am here.
Don't do
And
that.
now I
Don't
am
do
here with the hands.
That's Bologna. Wow, you've got some definition in those guns of yours.
Oh, you seeing my little?
Orange Theory Fitness is rocking your world.
Public speaking is terrifying. You think about even not necessarily even on a stage, but maybe in front of your leads group. You're going around the horn, and everybody's got to do their little 30-second presentation of who they are and what they do. There are a lot of places where you are thrust in front of an audience and have to entertain.
Okay, so entertain may be a big word, but you have to present, and you hear the phrase "never let them see you sweat." Look, you don't have to be perfect, but there are some things that we hear speakers do.
Maybe we don't want to hear you do them ever.
Well, let's give an example. You come up to the mic. I did this yesterday, and you're like, "Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can anyone hear me?"
Here's the thing. If there is a microphone, there usually is an audio-visual person behind the scenes that has turned that on, and there has been a test for the power to be working.
Don't ask if they can hear you. They can hear you.
They can hear you. Just go. If they can't, you'll know pretty darn quickly that you didn't turn the on button on. But do not tap and do not start. It is so distracting, and it is not. I think when we're trying to engage with people, you want to put out a great first impression. You just tanked.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Absolutely tanked.
Followed immediately by what happens when you get on stage and there's actually stage lights.
That's an unusual feeling for somebody. If you're not used to stage lighting, the bright lights are in your eyes. They're not in anybody else's, but they are in yours, and you tend to respond to that. And when you respond, it says, "Oh, he's never done this before."
Exactly.
You're new here.
This is the response. Is anybody out there? I can't see you.
Can't
These lights
see.
are so bright.
And you're like squinting, and although I did have a diva moment not too long ago.
You? No.
So we were getting ready for the All Stitched and Blitzed Out fashion show.
Yeah.
And I had notes on each of the outfits that I was emceeing.
Oh,
so
sure.
I had some notes to read.
You were the MC.
I was the MC, but prior to going to the show starting, a lot of photographs were being taken.
Mm-hmm.
And in the photographs there are flashes that go off, and all of a sudden I couldn't see what I was going to read. And now I know why superstars always they wear sunglasses, because anyways, it was my diva moment. I needed my sunglasses on inside. How about this? When they say, I didn't have much time to prepare.
What? You didn't have much time to prepare. What are you doing speaking?
Exactly. You should. Your preparation came before the invitation.
Oh, man.
Right?
Right.
I mean, if you're going to put it out that you are available for a presentation, that means you come prepared prior to the invitation to present. So whether or not, if somebody invited you this morning, it's a last minute, short notice, you are prepared. And if you are not prepared, do not even accept the invitation. Because regardless of how you feel or how much time you feel you have had to prepare for today, you truly are the expert, and you should be prepared.
Final note on Public Speaking 101. If you're given a 5-minute, let's stick with 5 minutes. You're given 5 minutes, take 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Do not take 5 minutes and 1. Cut it short.
Cut it short.
Always leave them wanting more.
But never say that you're cutting it short.
No, I have to do this because they told me if I don't do this, I'm going to have to get off the stage and they won't invite me back.
This is normally a 45-minute presentation, but I only have 20 minutes, so I'm going to rush through it.
Right.
We don't want to hear that.
I don't know. Now I feel like I'm missing out, and it also sounds like sour grapes. So don't bring that to the stage. Just be yourself. Go out and do your thing. You know the material. If you don't know the material, you shouldn't be invited to be the speaker anyways.
So let us end with that. You truly are the expert.
Yep.
You know know the material, you were prepared before you were even invited, and you are going to share your wisdom in a way that only you can tell it. That's why you were invited, and you are the right person at the right time with the right stage.
Business tips and insights coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Reflin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No. Available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
The home for Colorado's Liberty Movement. Grassroots Radio Colorado. 5 to 7 on KLZ 560. The Source.
This is Dave. The Experience Pros radio show is changing the way people treat people in business. Listen to Eric and Angel mornings at 10, right before the Dave Ramsey Show at noon on KLZ 560, The Source.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's time for business tips and insights brought to you by Dr. Lee Weisbard at Weisbard Dental Excellence in Dentistry.
You can find her online at weisbarddental.com, WEISBARD dental.com. Give her a call. She's in the Denver Tech Center at 303-773-3373.
Dr. Lee is my dentist, and she makes you smile. She can make me smile. She can make you smile as well. Talking about smiling, do you network?
I I do.
A lot of people network
Regularly.
in order to get their message out. They network, and I'll tell you what, you can often see Dr. Lee Weisbard networking all over the city. She and her staff are everywhere.
You know, she is one of the only dentists that I think I have ever met while out networking. Dr. Weisbard, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Lee. What are we talking about today?
Well, today I wanted to talk about expectations. And what happens in a lot of cases is a patient comes into a dental office and a dentist may do a filling or a crown or some kind of restorative work, and for some reason that patient seems to think it's forever and always. And I just wanted to talk about what's reasonable to expect and what you should do to be your own healthcare advocate.
I am so glad you brought this up because it's so often nobody really knows the life expectancy of some of the work that you do. So please, we're listening.
Okay, so basically nothing lasts forever, especially something that we use. And we definitely use our teeth, we chew, we put things in our mouth that aren't always food.
Unless Angel brings lunch.
You know, and people grind their teeth. So anything placed in your mouth, the expectation should not be forever and always. However, you should expect a reasonable lifetime. And a reasonable lifetime should be for crowns 10, 15 years, same for fillings. And you should expect that. So if somebody goes to their dentist and the dentist tells them that they need a crown or a filling, I think what the patient should ask is, did you do this the last time, and how long did it last? When was the last time this was placed? And be your own advocate and keep track, because, you know, if a dentist places something in your mouth and only gives you a couple of years service, that's not a reasonable expectation. And you should know that. So patients should kind of be aware and ask questions, and the dentist should give them accurate and timely information and answers. And a reasonable time, as I said, is probably 10 to 15 years.
All right, see, and this is, I think, also the technology changes. You know,
Sure.
there's new things that are coming out. I think for a long time we all had silver fillings in our mouths, right? And we don't do that anymore. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. I haven't done a silver filling in probably 15 years or more. And the composite fillings are bonded restorations. They're beautiful. They hold up well. They're biocompatible and really should give a patient a long lifetime if they're done properly.
All right, but these are not questions that we typically think to ask, and yet this is one of the things I love about Weisbard Dental is she is educating her clients on what to expect and what those expectations are, which I think makes for a far more pleasant experience. We're already nervous enough, and it's the unknown and the not knowing that makes us more nervous.
Absolutely. And you know what? There's a big push today on being informed consumers and being your own advocate. Ask the questions. Don't be afraid to say, hey, how long does this last? Or how long should I expect out of this? And your dentist really should be giving you that information. I know in our office we always do.
Well, we love it when you call into the show and you give us, you know, each one of the times you come on, there's something new, there's something informative, there's something always fun and funny that goes on, and in this case, setting our expectations is well. It's a timely message for us, Dr. Lee. How do our listeners stay in contact with you?
They can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. They can follow our blog, which is on our website, and very soon we're going to be putting out newsletters on a regular basis, and they can sign up for our newsletter. They can listen to us on the Experience Pros. They can call our office at 303-773-3373. Make an appointment. We're happy to do a consultation, complimentary. We're happy to answer your questions and help set those expectations.
I love it, and it is so helpful. And you can find lots of helpful tips on her website as well. You can even scroll through and see some before and after pictures of some beautiful teeth and some beautiful smiles. I love her tagline, I can make you smile. Dr. Weisbard, how do our listeners make an appointment?
They can call our office, 303-773-3373. They can look us up at weisbarddental.com. They can look us up on Facebook.
Fantastic. Dr. Lee Weisbard, my dentist should be your dentist as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Weisbard.
Have a great day.
Can't help it. You make me smile. You know, I love it. We started off by saying that we see Dr. Lee, you know, networking all over the place, and her staff all over the place. They really are active and involved in the community. And one of the things I love about them is that they don't do The network drive-by. You know about that.
Well,
The network drive-by.
even a voice for
You bet there is. You know that guy. That was the business cards that all got doled out by somebody you've never met before and you'll never see again.
Don't you just love when some complete stranger comes up and hands you their business card?
The network drive-by.
Said no one ever. You know, think about we're there to build our network is our net worth. You're there to build relationships, to be connected in the community, to be known as the expert, the go-to person, to build relationships. Think about when you give a referral to somebody, you're not saying, wait a minute, I think I have a card for a pet walker somewhere in this stack of business cards. You would never refer based on a business card that somebody you don't know. But instead, you would recommend, here's Joe. I happen to know
somebody you know.
He fosters dogs. He actually handles all the dogs of my neighbors. He's available. Like, you know things about him.
Somebody you trust.
That's what you're doing at a networking event, is building that know, like, and trust. The goal is not to hand out the most business cards. So all those myths of bring a stack of business cards, ugh. Because we are not in the business card collection business. Nobody is. And if they are, it's just so they can add you to their newsletter and sell you something. So is that really the end result that you're looking for?
No, it is not. Speaking of which, that business tip on networking is brought to you by Walt Wilson at Private Pension by Design. You can find more information about him and his business because he can save you tons of money. You can find out about the infinite banking concept, learn about long-term care. It doesn't cost you anything to go check him out and listen to him. PrivatePensionDesign.com is where you can find him on the web, or give him a ring at 303-798-6363. Once again, 303-798-6363.
He often does webinars and seminars around town, and they sell out.
They really do.
They are fabulous for education.
Yep. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Life Warrior Coaching is the future of fitness training. It's a health program built around happiness and play. Rather than try to lose weight, let the weight come off naturally through doing things you enjoy. Learn the science of happiness and how to apply it. Learn to play again like when you were a kid, before you were taught that life was serious and exercise was no fun. Try it out now for $29.99. Call today, 303-562-8798, or visit lifewarriorcoaching.com. And remember, be happy and play.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame the Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame the Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame the Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame the Art. It matters.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denine, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The Dave Ramsey Show, noon to 3 on AM 560, legendary KLZ.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. You've heard the topic. We've talked about it before, but it stands to be said again. Identity theft is serious.
And it affects millions of Americans every year. And it can take just minutes to find out that it has happened to you. And there are a lot of things that you can do to monitor. But actually recovering from the financial and emotional damage and toll that it takes on you can take years. Victims of identity theft face issues of lost job opportunities, problems with securing loans, harassment from debt collectors, and even possible arrest for crimes that were committed by your identity thiefer, if that's a word.
Thiefer.
If that's a word. So we brought in our expert on identity theft, Dan Holcomb. You can find him online at legalguidance.biz. Again, legalguidance.biz. And there is good news when it comes to protecting yourself against identity theft. Welcome to the show, Dan.
Thank you. Good morning.
Dan, good news. I need some good news because this, you hear about Target, you hear about the data centers, and then you hear about Google and all the other things.
Heck, just going to the gas station.
Give me some good news.
Well, the good news is we're arming ourselves to protect ourselves against these guys who steal everything we have. Fast experience. I had my truck stolen in December.
Oh, man, I'm sorry for that.
And as I told the police officer, stupid is as stupid does from one of my favorite shows. So I didn't get a ticket for the
Pros?
Yes, that too.
Nice.
But I had all my ID. I had everything in my truck. And I was mad. I felt like someone took advantage of me.
Right.
So then I was going through everything, changing locks in the house and all that junk. But the cool part is I remembered I have identity theft. So it came up.
Theft prevention or protection, right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
So we called Kroll, K-R-O-L-L.
Yeah.
And they're the number one identity
Famous.
theft protection. 40 years in the business.
Right.
I called them. We have an 800 number with a little card that says Legal Shield. 5 minutes. That's not even that long, maybe. My wife and I got on. We gave them all the information we had. All 3 credit bureaus were put on fraud alert. I was gone for 120 days. They covered it, and then we can redo it every 120 days. Nobody can get a hold of me. They email me every day, letting me know if there was any kind of stuff going on.
When you say no one can get a hold of you, you're now protected, and therefore the bad guy can't use your information against you because now everything is being monitored, right?
Right.
All right. And we hear these stories, Dan, of people taking 600 hours to just get back to even. Is that true?
Yeah, and even longer than that on some of them. And some identity theft companies, they might say, well, we'll reimburse you with the money. Money does you no good when your identity is stolen.
Right.
What we want to do, which we do through Kroll, is we restore it back to its original condition. So they call, we call in, they assign someone to us, an investigator, whether FBI, CIA, all these guys with all this experience behind them. They call, they tell us what we need to do, they do it all for us, and they restore it back.
That's brilliant.
And I think that's the difference that we're talking about is the restoration. It's not so much that you're monitoring. Okay, we can see that somebody has created something fraudulent on your behalf, but now how do you get it back? And that's the piece that is so valuable that you provide is that restoration.
Yeah, it's an outstanding program. And like I said, they're the number one. They've been in business for 40 years. They restore everything back to its original condition. And all you have to do is give them a limited power of attorney so that they can go after these crooks.
And how, I mean, this is pretty common these days. Your truck was stolen that had your ID in the truck. Purses are stolen, phones. I mean, there's so much information now on our phones. We're doing a lot of our banking online. Passwords are stolen. And so I think it's not just a financial crisis that it takes on us. There's an emotional toll. You feel so victimized. And it's so nice to know that there's somebody that's there to help you get back on your feet.
Yeah, and when that does happen, you go, oh, I wish I would have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to spend all this hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars to restore your credit, even if you can. So we can appreciate it. And then if they get your license or your child and they get their social security number or our social security numbers,
right?
As you brought out, they're driving around the country with my license and getting tickets, and then all of a sudden there's warrants out for mine.
Right.
And
you're even so more vulnerable are your children who don't access their Social Security card or their Social Security number typically until they're 18 years old. And that could be free time for the thief to go out and do what they're doing. Legal Shield, well recommended. So many people talk about it. You represent that service. How can people get a hold of you and talk about the service that you offer?
They can give me a call on my cell phone or 720-323-3023.
Okay, 720-323-3023. And is it expensive?
No, less than $1 a day. And even for just the identity theft that can stand alone, $14.95. Now you can get the really nice one where if your wallet's stolen, you got your cyberspace protected. There's a whole array of things for $19.95, and we can combine that with Legal Shield. Sometimes you need an attorney,
sure,
just to represent you in other matters and this matter.
Now you're using terms of $14.95, $19.95 per day,
per month.
What?
And it's a month-to-month contract. But once you have our membership, you won't let it go because you have the security. Now we covered for that. Now that's not per person. That is a husband and a wife or significant other and up to 8 kids.
So your whole family?
Your whole family.
I can have more kids.
You can have more kids. He can have more kids, ladies, so be careful.
Stop that.
So you do recommend it for children because, like Eric said, I mean, it could be a million years, well, 18 years,
right,
before you discover that your child's Social Security number has been
breached.
Yes.
Compromised.
And when the baby's born, it's required. I think in a certain amount of time, my kids are grown, so I've forgotten.
Right.
But they have to have a Social Security number when they start school. So now this is going to be all out in this area. School, it doesn't take much for someone to make a copy of a Social Security number. We see how extent the HIPAA laws are now.
Mm-hmm.
And as you brought out in the previous segment, we have to be proactive. That's true.
Absolutely.
But we need a little bit more than that. And we all offer this to people who own their own businesses, who have employees, and might, if this gets
so as an employee benefit.
Employee benefit, and it's open, so it doesn't really cost the customer a lot, or the employer a lot of money. But I'll come out to them, I will present everything to them, show them how that they can save money with their employees.
Folks, write this down. Dan Holcomb and he is at legalguidance.biz, legalguidance.biz, or simply pick up your cell phone, pull off the road right now where you're at, and pick up the cell and call 720-323-3023. Again, 720-323-3023. Dan Holcomb's going to help you. And why are you putting this off for less than $1 a day? Are you kidding me? Your coffee costs 6 times more. Seriously.
All right, Dan, what else do you want our listeners to know today?
It is a great program. I previously owned it before I joined the company.
Yep.
I was so impressed with it. I said, hey, I want to be a part of this. I like helping people. Just a few months ago, 60 Minutes had people who had their credit cards stolen, driver's license. Everything went over to Europe. For $2 and $3, people are buying credit cards, driver's license. You do not have an idea where it's at. And by the time some people say, well, I keep track of my stuff. That's true. And that's great. But by the time it happens, you're already a month or 2 months behind crooks and what they're doing. And it's the #1 crime for the last 14 years in the United States.
Wow. Dan Holcomb, give your phone number one more time.
Sure. 720-323-3023.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it was a delight being here. I look forward to my next time.
Absolutely. Folks, please don't go anywhere. When we come up, we're going to wrap up the show, put a bow on it, by talking about how you can craft irresistible blog titles. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LOB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Are you an expert? At Experienced Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experienced Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Hey there, Denver. It's Laura Ingram on KLZ. Dave Ramsey is coming up at noon, and he wants to hear from you. So give him a call. Dave Ramsey, live at noon here on KLZ, AM 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Charlie, you're the best. Simply irresistible.
Well, the title of our next topic is talking about irresistible blog titles. And so when Charlie can take just a word out of a title of our topic and match the music to it, we're just impressed. He impresses our socks off if I was wearing socks, but I'm wearing open-toed shoes.
Gotta listen to this part right here.
Simply irresistible.
So let's talk about your blog. Are your titles simply irresistible, or are they
snoozers?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why would I come to read your blog if it's not going to grab me and hold my attention and not let go?
All right, so when we talk about titles, and we had to learn this lesson ourselves, because you're creating an article, you've kind of got your, I don't know, you're kind of in the zone, right? And you're feeling so creative.
Right.
And so you think your title should be creative. Like, you know, something about in there, you used an analogy about moving big rocks and little rocks, and you're kind of, you know, the leverage of it, and so you title it Leveraging Big Rocks.
Yeah.
All right, well, nobody knows what that's about. They haven't read the story yet. They don't know how that relates. When I'm doing a Google search for whatever,
Not catchy?
leveraging big rocks is not what I'm looking for.
No, but you know what? If you title your blog something like this, how you can put the love back in your relationship, that's going to get somebody's attention because you just made it personal. Right?
Yeah, because it solves a problem you're looking for
That's the truth,
on a
ladies.
very personal level.
Yep.
And when you're reading through blogs, when you're reading through topics, you're looking for what's in it for me. Right?
Right.
I mean, that's what I want to see. What's in it for me? So when you make it personal, how to put the love back in your relationship. If my love's gone from my relationship,
There you go.
I need a little.
You find the point of pain and you provide a solution for it. That's what you're supposed to do.
But instead, what you end up doing is, you might talk about chocolate roses and bubble baths. You know, that could be the title. No kidding. How cliche is that? Like, I'm not going to draw a bubble bath and have chocolates and just expect that the love is going to be back in my relationship.
Heck no.
No.
Wait, you're not?
No.
Shoot.
One grand gesture does not solve your years of... Anyways, moving on.
Thank you. Your blog titles need to make life easier or better for the reader. Think about the product or service that you offer from the customer's perspective. Remember, we talked earlier in the broadcast, what does your customer need? Solve that, and you'll get their attention.
What you need to solve your customer's problem right now.
That's right. Good stuff.
Is that all right? Look, I just did that right off the fly.
You absolutely did, and you did well, and there was no reference to my love life. Although, if you're interested, ladies.
Why? Yeah, you're sorry. I was like gonna do something witty over your love life.
No, that's
Maybe it
okay.
was not appropriate.
Well, since we're talking about my love life, let's talk about the third.
I thought we were talking about
step.
irresistible blog titles, not
Okay.
irresistible messages to get somebody to call Eric.
Here's what
Does that work? Ever?
that little growl.
Mm-hmm. Ever?
I don't know yet. The jury's still out. Encourage action and interaction. Your blog should not be a one-way dialogue. It can actually, or a one-way monologue. It should be a dialogue. You can actually encourage the comments. I knew somebody who would put out their blogs but would not allow comments on their blog, and I'm thinking, what's the point?
You definitely want to have interaction. And when we think about encouraging action, it's 3 steps for that, 10 ways to do this. And so you're creating, I think it's a checklist. One of my favorite places, what are you giggling about?
Nothing.
One of my favorite places to gain inspiration for titles is to look at magazine covers.
I look at them too.
For titles, for the articles. For the articles.
Oh, those.
Why are you? What? You're having a private little something going on over there.
My cell phone just vibrated.
All right, here's something that you need to think about when you're creating those irresistible blog titles. Is lose the jargon.
Absolutely.
You know, so often we get in our own heads and we're using our own language that nobody in the outside, or we need to speak in layman's terms. What in the world are you giggling about?
I have to do this. Charlie, heat up that microphone. There's a guy in the studio who is making me laugh. Get over here, mister. Elmer, what are you doing trying to distract me?
Fun, that's all.
You should not be. Angel's trying to have a serious conversation here.
I was
trying.
Past tense.
With me.
Yes, sir.
What did you say to him?
I don't know if I can mention it on the air.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Can he?
Well, I was thinking.
You were talking about blog titles, right? We're talking about the rocks and and Elmer sent me a text.
Yes, sir. You want me to say what it is?
Well, it's not that I want you to, but you've interrupted the conversation, so we might as well just get it all out in the air.
Well, ma'am, you was talking about rocks and moving rocks, and I thought of a fellow that I knew one time, and I just told Eric he had huge rocks.
Well,
and that happens.
I posted it to him.
That he has huge rocks?
Well, just the title.
Just the title.
Yes, ma'am.
It is just a title, ladies.
Yes, ma'am.
And well, what ended up happening is I'm trying to have this conversation, and
Elmer,
Eric, who knows that that's not true, could not help but giggle and could not stay focused.
Yes, ma'am. My error.
Your error. Oh my gosh.
Well, it just got interesting.
It kind of did. Elmer, please introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from?
Well, my name is Kevin Horner, and I have been a friend of Eric's for many years. I'm sorry.
We're both sorry.
After today, I am visiting with him and shadowing him for the next 3 days here. So I'm very blessed and honored to be here. And so
you say that now. It's early.
It is good.
Now, you have many talents.
Yes, you do.
As opposed to your dear friend Eric here, who has one.
I've got he's drugs. He is my inspiration in his aquarium. Yes, and so I'm a public speaker and a ventriloquist and illusionist in the mold of my friend here to my right here.
Well, he has huge rocks in his head.
Right.
In his head.
Yeah.
That's I think yes.
Yes. But Kevin, you mentioned ventriloquism. One of the talents that I never have it. You're a man of 1,000 voices. You have so many different characters. Who else came with you?
Well, are you talking about my friends in the trunk or the voices inside my head?
Well, let's talk about the ones in the trunk.
The ones in the trunk.
Yeah.
Well, I have.
Do you have junk in the trunk?
Yes. Hello. Yes, I have brought with me my Aunt Millie. My friend Claude, who's visiting.
Can we say hi to Aunt Millie?
Aunt Millie.
Just for a second?
Yeah, Aunt Millie. Aunt Millie, can you come out of the trunk and let me get her out here for you?
All right.
Hello. I'm so glad to be here.
Aunt Millie, it's very nice to have you with us. I noticed a slight accent.
Oh, I know. I slip in and out. I can't help it. It's naughty.
It's a little naughty. Okay, Kevin, come on back.
Let me put it away. Okay.
Yeah, please do.
Yes.
Who else do you have in the trunk?
Oh, I've got my friend Claude. He is a space alien dragon visiting us from another planet.
Come on, man. A space alien dragon.
Yes.
From another planet.
Yes, it's Claude. Let me get Claude.
Claude, come on out here, Claude.
Oh my gosh, where are we?
We're in Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Yeah, this is amazing.
Claude, what do you like about Colorado so far, man?
Well, I like the fact that the smoke in the air is amazing.
We do have our own scent,
We
don't
have,
we?
Claude, have you been hanging out downtown or in the people's?
I like the Doobie Brothers.
Wow.
That's what you get, though. People think of for Colorado.
Absolutely. So there's our friend Kevin.
Taking it to the streets.
Claude, thanks. We got to wrap this show, and apparently we'll come back and try again tomorrow.
Well, Kevin's going to be with us for the next couple of days, so anywhere we are.
Come out and check. He's going to be at Carrie's party tonight. He's going to be over at our Leads group in the morning, and he's going to be hanging out with us at our private event in the evening tomorrow night as well. Folks, we do have to go for now, but come back tomorrow. It will be better. Promise.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560.
There's good reason to keep